Oh, look at that. I'm totally prepared. Here's my green screen and everything is on. That works. There we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Sandbox stream with me, Pops. It is Thursday, almost the end of the week. Are you guys all getting sorted for the weekend? Are you getting hyped for Alpha Season 3? I will be going over anything that you need to know about Alpha Season 3, at least anything that I know I can share with you for certain. I did get to spill a few of the little beans, so if you want to go and watch a full video over on my YouTube channel, feel free to. I'll link it right now, just so you can go watch that when you are ready to. Anyway, thanks for the video. No problem at all. I knew the announcement was coming. I've rushed to make sure the video got done so I get it for you guys. Now, I do want to go over the top 3 winners of the Pandonian contest. So I've got 2 of them already open, and I just need to find this one. No. So, what I do need to do is, so as much as these are absolutely lovely, don't want to change any of these animations, or at least at the moment I don't need to. I haven't had a full look. I do need to check for clipping and things like that. I did want to keep this one on here because just in case the winner of this one was watching, I did have a few comments about how you can optimize this without actually changing anything that you see right here. There's a few things that you could definitely optimize, and most of it's on the head. So the face count is fairly high. It's still within range, so it's absolutely fine. Hello, everyone. Happy to see you here. I am streaming slightly earlier, and I probably won't go on as late as I usually do. However, if you stick around, you will get an NFT. That is right. You will get an NFT. But the thing is, I do need to, as well, have additional animation happening on these. So I've already started adding a high, so she does a little jump and stuff there. But I didn't want to add too much until I can show you ways of optimizing this asset. So her head, up in the inside, is completely covered. At no point do we actually see these certain parts of her head. Now, I don't know whether the design of the head was done first, before the idea, I'm going to trim that as well, before the idea of everything else happening. So, I don't know whether that you did the hair first and then changed it all. Also, I really love how you had made little holes. It's really creepy, but little holes to obviously allow the eyes to sit in there better, which is really nice. But anyway, ways that we can actually reduce face count. And it might only be a little bit, but really what you want to be doing whenever you're creating anything is optimizing as much as possible. Now, in none of the animations, you did only do... Well, technically you gave me 2 animations, which was this and this one. I don't know why it's made this other one. It's very weird. That's the second time it's made that. Okay. Which are just the same animations. But at no point do we see, if we have a look, at no point do we see... Oh, we see a little bit at the top of her head. Okay, so we see her fringe, so we do need to keep that. But it's super fast. So we can actually save ourselves some faces on the top of the head. Right there. And then we're just going to recolor this because we obviously don't want her to have a bald patch. Actually, before we do that, no. What I do want to do is, because I don't want to accidentally break anything, so what I am going to do is... I am going to go to my downloads, and I believe it's this one. Nope. It's this one. I am going to make a copy of it. It's the copied version. So whatever I do is going to be done on the copied version. Just because I don't want to accidentally break anything, so I always do a copy. But how are we all doing? Are you excited? If you have Alpha Season 3 questions, feel free to drop them in the chat while I'm doing all of this. Please, please, please. We're just going to do... Oh, whoops. No, I wanted to get that. So her fringe does get shown. I'm just thinking of what really doesn't. This back bit right here does not get shown, so this can go. I'm not too sure about this under bit, so I'm going to check this just right here to see if that gets shown and to see if this back section gets shown. We're just going to have a little look at this. Yes, okay, so that under bit of her hair definitely does get shown right there. So I don't want to ruin any of the under bit. And once again, every single time it opens up one of these new ones. I'm not too sure why. Very odd. Okay. Right there, that's what I need to see. Okay, so I can probably do something at the back right here. So I'm going to keep that there so I can just see where everything is. Yeah. So we're just going to join this up and we're going to reduce the faces right here. So all we want to do is basically just optimize some of this. A little bit more. And we're going to come out. Go right back here and just check it. Okay, pretty happy with that, and we have reduced the faces. Assassin, how are you doing? Super pumped for season 3. I do not have any quest ions. Quest ions. I was like, wait, why have you highlighted that? Questions. You don't have any questions? Well, if anybody else does have questions, feel free to ask. I am really unsure why it keeps making these additional idols. I'm actually going to delete these and hope they don't come back. Because I'm not too sure why they keep coming. Yeah, it's done it again. That's really weird. Don't know what that's about. I'm just going to check a few other little bits and pieces of it. Now, none of this is trimmed. Ideally, you should be trimming absolutely everything. So these are the things that I've got to do to be able to put it in my game, is because I've got to make sure it all complies to our standards. But if anybody knows why this keeps creating this new one, please, please, please do let me know. When I get home, I'll be submitting, I got it rendered this morning, Escape Room Artist, did you tweet it out? We can take a little look at those tweets as well. I just want to have a little look on here, just make sure. Yeah, have no complaints over this. The mushroom hat as well. Technically, this is the one with the most faces. There would potentially be ways that I could make this slightly more optimal. However, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as is. From that, bracelet is a nice touch. That's exactly how I do bracelets on here. You did tweet? Okay, let me find you. Escape room. Wait, is your name Escape Room Artist on? I can never remember what everybody's names are. Everybody needs to just use the exact same names that you use in my chats so I can find you. Okay, let's trim this, and once again, okay, right. This would be better. It would be better if it went all the way down, but I assume that there's a reason that that's not going all the way down. I'm not sure what the reason would be. Gotta check. Oh, that's... Wait, no, because that's on the floor, so you don't even see all of that. Yeah, so that will reduce some faces right there. But hips are fine. Chest, I think I did chest, legs. Oh, feet, I haven't done. Alright, trim those feet. Thank you. That's it. That's what it is. There you are. Doop. Where is it? Oh, well done. Well done. That looks very good. I do like that. And you do have animation in there, which is great. Yeah, that is looking great. Head is trimmed, I believe. I trimmed the head. I can trim it a little bit more because I did the top of the head. Right, that's looking great. The eyes and stuff, I don't think I need to trim. I do need to trim the eyes. There we go. Lovely way to do the eyes, by the way. Okay, so that is pretty much all I need to do for this one in terms of trimming. And I'm just going to go to this, and we are just adding just a few little animations. Yeah, that one's fine. I think I want to just do a little bit of animation with her head. Oops. Paste, and then I'm gonna that way. Paste. It's that way. Bit more, and then it's gonna return. Paste. Okay. The animation ending there. Scroll all the way back up and close all the keyframes. Cute model. Yes, Mr. Pizza Man. This was made by... Which artist made it? Which artist? Which place did this one come? Give me a second. Voxedit contest. This is one of the top 3 that came in the Pandonian Fairies contest. So they had to send me the files. I am adding just a few bits to it. There we go, that's the right one. Oops. So this is the one that came in 2nd place. It is RGBs. So RGBXO. Panda's here. Hey, I am here. 9878, hello to you. Everything should be trimmed in real life too. Should it? Should everything be trimmed in real life? Oh, there we go, Sandman. For the Season 3 leaderboard, does the timing start when you start a quest or when you start the game? A little bit of both. There's different quests. So the timing starts when you start quests. It also adds those times together. I think I can show you what I mean. And if I can't, then I will basically be taking this VOD down. This video down. So, on the games, we go to the leaderboard. And we've got me here. Now, it's saying that I've played for 3 hours, 59 minutes in total. Now, that's because, let's find a game that I've done, the Smurfs. So it will actually take the combined total of all of the quests that you're doing at the same time. So if I start one quest at the start, that when that quest finishes, that's the time for that quest. But if I start another quest at the same time, it will be adding those 2 times together to the total completion time of everything. But over here, you'll see, you know, I've got the record for some of these. That makes me really happy. Yeah, go me. But yeah, there's different quests, and the quest timer starts when you start the quest. Certain quests will start right at the beginning, like collection quests generally start as soon as you open the game. Or for, yeah, that's pretty much that. Is it better to avoid doing more than one quest at a time? Depends what you're going for. Because I don't know whether the completion time matters as much as actually getting the record times. But for me personally, if you're doing a lot all at once, there's some where maybe if you play it after 2 goes of playing one of the games, you might realize, oh, actually, if I take this route, I pick up this quest on this route, and as I finish this first quest, it will lead me right to finishing this second quest. So it kind of just depends. But yes, this is super cute, but I do need it to have... Oh no! Okay, her face is there. That's fine. I was like... I don't get to see that in the thing. I was like, oh no, is that clipping? So yeah, I've done the high. For her, I don't really think I want to do like an attack. Where's that? Oh, that's the cone inside of the hat. Oh, interesting. I need to see these as they're down. Because these, one, they need to be trimmed as well. Okay. Have some comments about this. Nobody's going to be able to see the inside of these. Or at least they shouldn't be able to. So you can oh, whoops. I forgot I put the mirror right there. So you can save yourself some nodes by closing some of this up. Not nodes, sorry, some faces by closing this up. Doesn't mean that you need to close it all up. Maybe it doesn't fit nicely inside if you do that. But let's just have... But it should do. Realistically speaking, it should do. Although... Yeah, no, because I think... and we do have a little clipping right here, which I believe would be occurring regardless of what I've just done. Yes. So you need to be really, really careful about clipping and Z-fighting. But unfortunately, these ones will need to be recolored. What color's the one above it, actually? But I need to go to this one and grab this color, copy it. I believe that's the color for all of them, and that in, save ourselves issues. Right. Right there. So that should solve these. fine. You're fine the way you sit. Let's just have a little look now. Right, yeah, no Z fighting issues now happening. You gotta be really, really careful about that Z fighting. And let's just have a little look at this one. Okay, so that needs that hole there for the face, but we actually don't need the gap. Oh, whoops. We don't need the gap at the back to be quite that large. I'm just gonna reduce that right there. Also, on the inside, I don't believe we need it to be quite like that on the inside either. So we're just trying to optimize this as much as possible. And there we go. So I've basically, from starting, I've basically reduced the amount of faces by 150 without really changing, like, you can't tell. You can't tell doing all of this. Hey, no, Rasul, I need to thank you so much. I noticed that you airdropped me the cool NFT equipment top. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And you should have your second Scruffy. Pete, please tell me. Well, I say second Scruffy. You bought one, but I did do a send of the NFT. So please tell me that you do have Scruffy. Please tell me that you have yourself the Scruffy you won. So is it better to avoid doing more than one quest at a time? I think I answered that. Yes, I did. So yeah, it kind of depends. I did ask whether it'd be possible for me to just play Race Maze, because I think we confirmed that Race Maze is coming back. If not, maybe Race Maze is coming back. But unfortunately I didn't hear anything. Race Maze, as far as I'm aware, hasn't changed. Other than the music, there's different music. So if I did ask, can I show Race Maze off to get people hyped? Obviously, I won't play the audio, and I haven't heard back, so I don't think I can. Although I feel like I should be able to, as long as I don't show the audio, because you won't be seeing anything really that different. Oh, and this little guy, does he need trimming? No, he's fine. Okay, so she's pretty much done. We'll go back to we've done the height, that's great. I'm thinking maybe just like a hide. So I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it from here, and I'm gonna click new. So whenever you create a new animation, it goes off of where you've positioned the last animation. So I'm gonna do hide 01. And what I'm gonna do here is, one, I don't want this little guy poking out. So unfortunately, mate, you're gonna have to go on the inside. Sorry. You, however, can sit there. You do have it! Great. I am very happy that you have it. Also, I don't know who sent me. Let me just get it up. Somebody sent me. Give me a second. Recently received. Someone sent me these glasses. I don't know who sent me these glasses, but thank you to whoever dropped these. I believe these can be bought on the Sandbox Marketplace. Let me just have a little look. Market. If I go to... Actually, this is much quicker. You go to the market, and you find the name over on OpenSea, and you come and find it here. So here it is. The 5 sands, so they are available. And they are made by Trance. Or TR Fonts. I'm assuming it's Trance. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. These are really cool. So thank you for that. I believe there's like a whole load of these as well if I just go to their stuff. And I should be able... On sale. Yes, they've got a whole bunch of stuff on sale. Or a collection. Yeah, bought a pair a few weeks ago. Yeah, so I don't know why I received them, but thank you for the receiving of the items. I appreciate it. So thank you. But anyway, we're doing this little hide animation. So what I'm going to do is, one, I need to figure out how everything's connected. Okay, so that's all connected. Very cool. Oh, I really wanted this to stay here. Can I just pop her head out? Nope. Okay, it's just a single keyframe hide. It's just hiding. Single keyframe, perfect. Right, great. Let's go back to this one, and I think... Oh, she even had a little wave there. I could have done more with that. Although, yeah, I mean, it's fine. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Go here. We're gonna have fly 01. Love myself a good fly animation. And we're gonna go up. And we're gonna go up. A little bit more up. And we're gonna go down. Copy. First keyframe to the last keyframe. Right, so we've done that. It's a nice little bloop bloop. Bloop bloop bloop. Gonna change it to this one right here. Okay. No, don't like it. And change it to this. Okay, you need to go up just slightly more. Okay, let's just extend the animation and then it might be slightly smoother. Up, up. Okay, let's just get rid of that one. It's not needed. Up, up, down. Oh. Up, up, down. Cool. Boxmaker Mark, hello, how are you doing? How are you? In fact, how is everyone doing? People have asked how am I doing? Has anybody asked me how I'm doing? Maxi Mac, why would you say shall I go away now? Why? Maxi Mac, you're like, hey Pandapots, everyone shall I go away now? Why would you go away now? I'm sorry, I've just been like, I've been reading, I've been trying to do this thingy-mabob. But no, don't, you stay right now. But yeah, how am I doing? There we go. Now you all ask. See how it is? Because you told me to go away the other day. Did I? Oh, I've slept since then. I'm sure it's fine. I forgive you for whatever happened. It's all right. But yeah, no, I'm okay. I am now officially dog sitting for the next 9 days. Apparently, it's totally normal for you parents to be like, we'll take your kids and you have the dog, which, you know, that was usually what happened anyway with that old dog. I've got to be honest, Lou, as much as I adore Nova, the little pup, she is a bit of a handful. And since she had her second lot of injections, she has had awful diarrhea. No, I don't want to say diarrhea because diarrhea really implies that she can't hold it and it's happening everywhere. No, she's able to go. It's just very sloppy. She's had her poos have gone from a normal, somewhat consistency to super just diarrhea consistency. Obviously, she is doing it outside, so it's fine. But oh my gosh, is it horrible? You finished your entry for Playboy? I did see your entry for Playboy. There goes your suit. I am so sorry. I'm a little bit not sorry. I should be very sorry. Is the more than one contest still open? Is the more than one contest still, what do you mean is the more than one contest still open? What? Can we English slightly better? Is there more than one contest still open? There are a couple of contests running right now. I believe Plurality. Please don't ask me to explain what to do for that contest. Think artistic voxels. And is there more than one? Oh wait, I just read that. Why am I reading it again? And the Playboy one is still open. I forgot the word that stands for more than one. That's fine. Yes, there is the Plurality one, as well as the Playboy one. The Playboy one does in fact finish soon. Like this weekend soon. When does Playboy finish? Playboy, Voxedit, perfect. So the Playboy one closes August 19th. It closes tomorrow right before midnight. Okay, guys? You have just over 24 hours left to submit stuff. To get those submissions in. Multiple? I mean... Oh, more than one? Is there multiple? I would. Did you change? No, it's not her food. She's on the exact same food. It's the injection. The injection that she's had is definitely what has caused it. I googled it as well, which I'm a bit worried that I'm the one to try and fix. In all fairness, my parents thought it was the heat, and I said no. I'm pretty sure it's the injection that she's had. She had her final puppy injections. Some incredible okay, right. I have got to tell you guys what my favorite is. Where are you? I low-key... Well, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's the one that... Stop playing the music. It's this one by 12 Aloe. I'm not gonna lie, this made me laugh so much. This is just fantastic. This is just like, and can we go, like, his cheeks are slightly rosy, and with his eyes doing like a little, I can't. This is just really, I don't think the music and the sound effects help with, like, I mean, it makes it funnier. I just can't. And I really liked the fairy there too. Bad Mind didn't win. Is your name the same? Did you post on Twitter? Maybe I can have a little look at what your fairy was. Is your name the same? I don't mind every now and again doing some feedback stuff after contests, just not making it the whole thing. Is that Lucas? Yes, it's Lucas's meat suit. T-In, Voxel, and Playboy in one entry. Oh, that's what it seems like, isn't it? But yeah, Gustavo HVB, if you want to tell me what your Twitter name is, then maybe I could have a little look and give some feedback. Dated your Playboy, so have you sent me a picture? I saw the video you sent me, which I really, really liked. I really liked the video you sent me. And, oh, I just noticed that. How did I not notice that before? Are they coming out? Oh, that's fantastic. Well done. Well done. Why do you keep it in Garnican's name? You want me to look at Garnican's things? But hello everyone. How are we all doing today? I want to see on here is like a little blink. Okay, where did the eyes go? Oh, you just rolled them down. That's really clever. Go for that. Go to fly. Totally normal that I say dupe time when I'm doing things. There. Normal human. Always so dead. I know. This is why I have said before that I am thinking for the longer streams to only do it on Twitch and to actually accept the affiliate thing for Twitch, and only every now and again do like YouTube as a live stream sometimes, because the analytics show if I do the hour, I don't do it all the time, but sometimes on Thursdays I do early morning my time Voxedit tutorials, and that's usually if I don't have too much actual work I need to get done during the day. And that performs kind of okay in the analytics. Those ones perform fine. However, enjoy walking your dogs, Tom Voxel. Have fun. See you later. Bye. But yeah, otherwise, these longer streams, honestly, it's like 90% of Twitch and then 10% YouTube sometimes. In fact, let me just have... I'm just gonna have a look at the analytics right now. Let's see, because I actually haven't done... Oh, okay, it's not awful. Not last session. Let's do all sessions. Let's just have a little look at the past couple of sessions. So last time we had... we had 88%, and then 11%, and D-Life just does real bad. And then we had 16 and 83, under 10, and then 90%. Then the time before that, 90. Oh wait, is that the same one? August 4th. Let's go to August 2nd. 85 and 14%. This one would have been... Oh, okay, that's still bad. That's still bad. 2% and 97% on July 14th. 97%. 97% was over on Twitch. Like, I mean, does it make a difference for you where we watch? Honestly, technically, I want to say no. It would make a difference if, for people rewatching. So if they decided, hey, I missed the stream, should I watch it, play like the replay over on Twitch to YouTube? It is better on YouTube because I've got monetization over there, whereas I don't have it on Twitch. I am not I'm not a partner or affiliate with Twitch, so I don't get like ads. You guys can't subscribe to me or anything like that. Whereas on YouTube, I do have it, so if you wanted to, you could do like the join thing, which acts like a subscription. But I'm not that fussed either way. I just, sometimes I feel like it might be better to have like the benefits of channel points and things like that over on Twitch. But yeah, it's just like that exclusivity that I don't really like that much. Points to get a scruffy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, to use channel points in that way. Either that, or I need to figure out a way to be able to treat you guys, because I definitely feel like you guys need treating. Like, you're also special to me. You guys need little treats. Yes, channel points go. We love bean treats. You love bean treats? What beans can I give you? Can I give you any beans? Any beans to give is the question. Potentially. Potentially. There's some potential beans. Give some beans about the new Vox edit. Oh, hey, Caratrots, how you doing? Okay, so beans about the new Vox edit. The camera will work so much better. I have hardly any issues with the camera. The animation will be increasing by 10 more seconds. Oh, in edit mode, there'll be a couple more tools added. Oh, this needs trimming. A couple more tools will be added, as well as another little icon here, which you might find super duper helpful. So yeah, there'll be a few things. There'll be a few things. Do I plan on getting a TikTok? I have a TikTok. I don't post much. Do you want my TikTok? How do I give you my TikTok? I'm not logged in here. There we go. Is this how I give you my TikTok? There you go. Have my TikTok. It has hardly anything in it. Okay, I think with the wings, we need to make it so they go in. One. Go on. This here. Go two. Goes two. One. One. There. Okay, I now kind of need to make the animation of the body going up, move in time with the wings. Up, down, up. Okay, you come away. Go up, down, up. Up, up. Okay. Could take a look at the entry you made. Sure. Oh, for plurality? Is this? How big is that? Okay. My worry is the size. What is the size of this? That's my main worry. These actually don't look that big unless my mind's going crazy. Personally, I think it looks fine. Honestly, this is going to be a really hard one for me to judge. I'm just going to be looking for things that seem very artistic, and this seems very artistic. But yeah, how big is this? I feel like it, based off of the size of these guys, I feel like it's not that big. I have actually seen this one. You've already submitted it, haven't you? So I have, in fact, seen it. There we go. There we go. I can have a look at the screenshot to get an idea of how big it is. So huge. Yeah. Oh, you are so close to being at the max amount of faces. That's hard to tell how big it is based off of what you have sent. Could open up the GLTF and use my tape measure asset. Honestly, I feel like your planets could be done slightly neater. But at the same time, you're already really close at the max amount of faces you can do. So I'm not too sure, honestly. Right now, I would say, based off of what we've had sent in, yours is fairly good. But we are just looking, I believe we're looking for something artistic. I am worried about the size. I am a little bit worried about the size, I'm not gonna lie. The size does worry me. And I can give you feedback on your fairy. Oh, okay. Yeah. So with your fairy, I believe this is yours. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the fairy that you submitted? Believe it is. Is it the same? Yeah. That's your same account. What's my favorite template? Small or medium human? DJ EJ, yeah, I can give you some feedback. We'll do some of that. That's what she said. Oh, that's my joke! But I can't really say it to myself. Why am I getting messages? Who's messaging me? I'll give feedback on this in a second. It could be important. Okay, so with this, the reason this didn't make it into the final round of voting is because it is very, very simple. Personally, for me, I like the fact that you had obviously attempted, or what I assume to be attempted to have made everything yourself. It doesn't look like you've used a template, or if you, maybe you have. But yeah, there's not that much detail. The dragon itself has some really nice little wing flying animation. The main issue as well with this is your dragon seems to have appeared out of nowhere, which means where were you hiding it beforehand? As it flew in, where was the dragon? So that sort of got marks down. The movements with the head moving are a little simple. Do you want a little bit more natural flowing one? Also, it would make more sense for her head to move, not her whole upper body. The wings are very, very pretty. The ears are very nicely done, and her outfit is also very nicely done. But yeah, overall, this just didn't quite make it into the final judging round. But it was a very, very good try. You just needed a little bit more detail and to get your animation up a little bit more. Yeah, sure. I guess this is what we're doing right now. This is what we're doing right now. But also, I hope the things that I say don't discourage you, because seriously, really good try. It's not easy. It takes a while to practice, so keep it up. And I do feel like the one that you've got for the plurality one that you've entered is a big improvement compared to the fairy one that you did. So well done. I do worry about how large your one for plurality is. However, it's quite hard for me to tell how large it is based off of what you've sent in. I would say the planets for your plurality one are a little... There's not that much detail, but also you're really high on face count. Now, with that, for these main contests, there are multiple rounds of, multiple categories on voting. One of them is how optimized the assets are themselves. Now, obviously, we do have the guidelines, node limits, and face count and stuff like that, and we do only accept the ones that stick to those guidelines through to the final. But one of the criteria is to see how optimized it is. Although these assets we don't put in our games and stuff like that, you should be creating as if you are putting them into a game, or something like that they should be used, which means trying to keep those faces and nodes down as much and make them as optimized as possible. Even in the Creator Fund, even with a max amount of faces of 5k, we strongly don't even get to go over 2,500. So we try and keep that as low as possible. So Luna, yeah, let me find yours. Just because I've got this open. Right. GIF image. Oh, Luna! I remember yours. I did like yours. Yours was really, really cute. So with this one of the reasons it didn't pass as much is purely because it is a fairy to go into a game that I was creating, which meant that a scene like this would be super, super hard to be able to implement without making additional blocks that would fit what's happening here. However, I really like the quality. You did get into you did get quite far into the rounds. Personally, I think it was just because you had made it more of a scene than an actual creation, like a single thing. Like, I think that the fairy herself, would have done better than this whole setup that you have. But that's not to say that this isn't good. For me, the little waterfall bits, the splashing on there is just a little, like, the bits going down is just a little not right. The animation on that is a bit too slow. It looks a little odd. The water splashing out with the feet is really, really cool and unique. I absolutely love that. Also, I feel like you know that I really, really enjoy the art style that you do on your characters. So her whole face, her whole aesthetic that she's got going on is great. The animation of her little skirt going up and down is absolutely fantastic. I do feel like just the animation over here. Also, the random flower popping up out of the water and just sitting there is a little odd. I find the flower there just a little weird that it's just popping up. And the lights as well was just a little... the lights coming on the water seemed out of place. It would have made more sense for the lights to pop up where she's splashing her feet, or lights near your random little waterfall that you've got happening here. But the whole character movement's really nice. The splashing of the little water voxels coming out is also really, really pretty. Alright, people have said that they've sent me DMs. Have you, what DMs have you sent me? You sent me Twitter DMs, I assume. Oh, there we go. DJ EJ, I assume, is this, whoops, retry, is this one yours that you sent? This one's yours, right? Have to improve your science. But honestly, Luna, your general characters, I really do love the aesthetic, because you do a lot of really cute aesthetic, like it sort of is like cute anime style characters, and I absolutely love that. And you're very, very good at creating those type of characters. As some of the animation just didn't make as much sense, and unfortunately, because you'd done like a whole little scene, it didn't quite fit the fact that it needed to go into a game. Yeah, this is yours. Okay, so with yours, I like how... What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. I like how big you were trying to go with it, how experimental you're trying to go with it. However, like, your wings, the bottom wing is going under the ground. I could probably just get the GIF of this up, actually, would be much, much easier. DJE. No. There we go. Got the GIF. It'll be easier with the GIF. Oh, which reminded me as well, you didn't actually send a GIF, you sent an MP4. So that automatically disqualified you as well, I believe. Did I... Oh, actually, no, you went to orange, so you didn't get fully disqualified, because I would have ended up rendering it, but there were different reasons why you didn't pass. So, yeah, unfortunately, you sent an MP4, not a GIF. So please do bear in mind, you need to send a GIF. Our forms for voting only allow GIFs. If you want to send an MP4, our forms now do have that. I don't think Picture This has it in because the form was created before I added the additional amendment of you can add MP4s. But for all other ones like the Playboy, I believe you can. So with this, one, obviously, it was not the right format, but also as I could tell that the wings would go below ground, and as the image that you sent me, that's not you sent me, as the image you sent me showed as well, the wings do go underground. That is not ideal. If you are going to have wings that are very large, you are going to want the character to be quite high up, so they aren't going in ground. When you place the character, you don't want the wings going under the ground level that you're placing them on. So you're going to want to be careful about that. The detail here is really nice. I was not that keen, personally for me, on how experimental your wings were. If you had stuck with this large bit and done something smaller down at the bottom, that would be much nicer. The color scheme that you went for just didn't seem to quite work, with the big bright red center and the random yellow and red bits and the random purples. It seemed like it was too much happening, and it was too much happening. It was just a little bit too much happening in this image. There was just, like, the greens are lovely. Having a few of these flowers on here is really nice, but then you just had the character is just a big red blob with different... Yeah, I get you can't see the mouse. I'm sorry. But, okay, the wings, so the big green bits, and then the lower big green bits would be better being smaller and not coming out as much and just a little bit more simplified, personally. And then the character himself, he is just very red, which is fine, but it's just a lot of contrast happening. So you've got like the red, but then you've got like a bluey purple around his eyes. You've got orange, like an orangey yellow, plus some like darker red bits coming like sticking out of him. And then he's got like random brown bits of leg going on, which then just go to green, like a darker green. I know how I can show you. I don't know why I don't do this more often. Where's my button? There it is. Right. So, this, too much. Bits around the eyes, also too much. Him being red with the overall green happening and the colours happening over here just seemed to take your eyes away from him. He should have been a less bright colour. He shouldn't have been that more butterfly shaped. I wouldn't say more butterfly shaped, but I would say these are fine here. Like, this is fine. But then just here, it should have been maybe a little bit smaller. Like, even if it was just you'd done this flower section as just the lower wing. If you'd put that here, and then all this colour happening on him, it's too much. It's just a little too much happening all in one image. So I like how creative you were being and how experimental. For me, this seemed very experimental, and you were definitely trying to push the limits of what you were creating, and I really appreciate that. It was very well done, and I really do love the level of detail on the wings. The wings have a gorgeous level of detail, but it was too much. It was just a bit too much, and the color scheme, and honestly, I would have liked, like, to me, the character himself, the character itself was just, I don't know a better way to say the words that are coming in my head, but unfortunately, this character fairy ruins what you've got going on with the wings, because it seems like the wings are what you focused on, and then you're just like, okay, what can I do for the character? and then you just threw some red on it, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be really nice. I like to try and give constructive criticism, but yeah, unfortunately, the wings are gorgeous. The wings, lovely, but obviously you've done too much. These ones, bye. Let's get rid of those. These huge bits right here need to go. But yeah, it was just a bit too large. So unfortunately, you didn't pass the first sort of round of getting out stuff. Technically, you shouldn't have got as far as you did because you submitted an MP4 instead of a GIF. And I assume that I let it slide until then I started sorting through absolutely everything with the team. And then we were like, actually, we can't really process this any further. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's have a look at your Playboy one. This makes me sad. That amount of faces makes me sad. I know it's in limits, but this amount makes me angry. It's like, no! Go away! Right, that... No, don't like that. I am not keen on scenes like this, okay? I'm not keen on this. They are not very usable, and I assume you've in fact, have you submitted this? Have you submitted this already? Because you will need to have it animated. It needs to be animated, which means, to me, this doesn't have a natural border to not enter. This makes me feel like an avatar should be able to enter this area. If you are doing a scene, you should not be making it possible for me to enter. Not yet submitted. Okay. You just said you just said sad. Why angry now? I'm so sorry. Is it possible to send a GIF for Panda for checking? Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course you can. 100% you can send me stuff. I guess this is what we're doing today. For me, it's not the limit, is the go. No, Carachos! Carachos, I swear you've said that numerous times. Honestly, I don't mind the art style. It's a bit... I don't know the word I'm looking for, but the art style of the bunny and like this 69 right here, I really like. The bunny slippers on the shelves also, I like this. I actually kind of like this. The sign itself, I am not keen. I get what you're trying to do. The two ends right there just don't look right. I feel like you've overshot it. You've started to do it and you've been like, yeah, this is really, really good. And then you've added too much. You've gone too far. You need to rein it in a little bit. Less is more. Less is more, okay? So I like this. I like this. I feel like this could do with maybe tidying up a little bit. I'm not saying it needs to be like super neat because then it won't go with the aesthetic you're going with here. But I feel like you've gone too far. I like, yeah, the graffiti, that's it, the graffiti effect. I like the graffiti effect. I feel like you've pushed the graffiti in the bunny just a little too far. And then with the anniversary happening, yeah, this doesn't make me mad. This is fine. I wouldn't say this is like, wow, but I don't know how to give any more criticism on that. It's fine. It's fine. The bunny on here, I would actually like to see the bunny here be more of this sort of color, this sort of style, more of the graffiti style, honestly. I would like to see it more like this, not gonna lie. It being just white with a little grey and a little black bits. No, I want to see a little bit more of this. If you're gonna do this, do it. But personally, I'm not keen on scenes because this does make me feel like a cat, like, should be able to walk in here, but the avatar should be able to enter. If you're doing a scene, there should be a clear border. And I will give you a somewhat good example of a clear border of somebody that sent in a thing the other day. There it is. Give me 1 second. So here's an example. Now, I did give feedback on this as much as I really liked this. For me, the only issue is he has the peacock coming off of this border, which then increases where the collision is for the animation. I suggested either the peacock needs to stay on this border or you need to extend that border. So that's what you need to do. For me, this works really well because if the peacock stays on that border, it's an actual border that a person playing the game would understand, oh, this is like, I shouldn't pass here, that makes sense, animation's happening, I get it, it's slightly raised, I can't enter it, and that makes sense. When people do this, it makes me feel like a character should be able to enter it. And you should have animation. If you don't have animation on this, it can't pass. So you need animation with the assets. And unfortunately, with animation, you're not going to be able to pass through this. Avatar won't be able to unless, like, you place it in the game and you turn collisions off, but then you've got to put collisions in certain areas so the avatar doesn't pass through them. So for me, I would say you need to get rid of her right here. She needs to go. She needs to go. You need to just have this section happening and then maybe just like an additional counter right here. Have an additional counter right there with some shoes on here. Maybe make it look like a glass cabinet with stuff happening. But she needs to go. Yeah. So take this out, cut the floor. So all of this needs to go. This goes bye-byes. Bye! All this goes away. Make the counter so it goes from here to the wall, here to the wall. And this will very much improve. Plus also you'll get rid of a ton of faces by getting rid of the heart, podium, and this character. Which also, unfortunately, wait, let's get rid of all of this. Unfortunately, I was not too keen on her eyebrows. Disturbed me somewhat. The ears, I'm not keen on. The color scheme of her outfit is fine. Her bunny slippers are also fine. And her hair looks nice. Her hair looks absolutely fantastic. The ears could do with work. I would potentially not have the headband and I'd just make the ears separate and place them on the head. Also, make sure you do some animation with her where she's like waving. Or because you'll have a counter cover this, you could have like her do an animation where she walks over, pulls out a set of bunny slippers, places them in a bag, like a garish bag that looks like graffiti. I replied to your stream with a GIF. You replied to my stream with a GIF? How did you reply to my stream with a GIF? What? Time to take a look at my... Oh, okay. Oh no. What? Why? What are you doing to me? Sparky, that's hilarious. It's, to me, you putting like the... Have you made that? To me, that kind of makes me think, like, my ears are twitching because, you know, like, oh, Panda's going a bit insane on stream. But I like that. What's the funniest thing you've seen all day? Oh, this is the funniest thing you've seen all day. Who was the sister from Hey Arnold? Hey Arnold had a sister? You sure? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I was thinking, like just the football head guy. No, Hey Arnold was, his sister was, Francie? Helga. Oh, wait, yeah, no, which one am I? Hey Arthur, I'm thinking of Hey Arthur. Hey Arnold is the football head guy. Yeah. But Helga wasn't his sister, was it? Right, what am I looking for on here? I get so many notifications. What am I looking for? You whisper on Twitch. I'm getting so much stuff. Right. Oh yeah, Luna, I see that you sent me that. I'm just double checking any messages I have. Okay, I can pop you there. Let's get this up. Mr. Selective sent me a thing. What is that? Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's get Twitch up so I can look at my whispers. Oh wow, got a lot of whispers. Okay. Okay, whisper. Oh yeah, Vox Maker Mark. I did see yours. Are you wanting feedback on it? Is that what you want? But this Metaverse designers, is this meant to be? I don't know why I was sent this in a message. We want to animate images for walls like Harry Potter style. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I would like. I think that would be really cool. You would need to make the. Oh, it's got nice music. You would need to make the picture frame at least about 3 voxels thick, just so you could hide other pieces of the image in there. Who had? Okay, when the alpha is open and when Central Town is open, or you can go look at my old streams to the ones where there's Central Town, there's a big billboard or big screen where one of the things like has multiple different animations that happens. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I could suggest. You would just definitely need to make it 3 voxels wide minimum to be able to hide the other voxels inside. Personally, for me, I like if it. I can't verbalize what I'm thinking. Can you like get in my head and see what I'm seeing inside my head for you to understand what I'm saying? Is that a thing you can do? Because it would really help me. You can feel me. Perfect. You can feel what I'm saying. Good. You completely understand. Great. I'm so happy. You guys completely understand me. Definitely not weird. Okay. Feedback on this. It's not enough. Honestly, I really like it. I just feel like it's not enough. Also, if you're gonna do this, at least extend to having like, is it just, oh, it's just her lower half and she's stood up and you're just seeing it from the lower half. Personally, for me, I would have liked to have seen maybe her feet behind her bum as if I can't show you. You can't see my full body unless I get up on a podium and do it. I'll find an image. Woman sat seductively? My search history must be weird. Why can I not find the image that I want? You know when like you're sat on your knees with your feet behind you tucked into your bum? That. But I really like this. I feel like for the nose area, because I assume this is her face. This to me seems like her face. For me, I would like maybe a little bit more or less definition in this area, because that's like the head, and then I assume that's the nose, that's the mouth, chin, neck coming down. The breasticles seem a little low, I'm not gonna lie. They seem very low on the body. They seem like they're down to where her belly button should be. I'm not gonna lie, does anybody else feel that way? Seated, legs curled. Yeah, no, not seat. Right, where is it? Right. So, where you're up, where you basically, with your legs under you, like that, under your bum, with your like that, but like on your knees. So, on your knees, you can't see me. So, on your knees, with your feet there, on your bum, okay? Sorry. Why should I not climb on my chair? If it breaks, then I get a new one. This one's like proper going to shit as well. You're like how I couldn't find the image I wanted. Just sent a Google pic. You sent a Google pic image? You found one? This is what I've got. Maybe I'm Googling wrong. This is what I've got come up. None of these are correct. I even added like seductively on feet. Well, what am I meant to Google? Where is the image that I want? And then there's just a feet pic. Of course there's a feet pic. Kind of like this, but profile view. Yeah, now I'm just getting feet images. But yeah, none of these are showing what I want them to show. I'm disappointed in my Googling. Don't Google it on stream. So anyway, I feel like the booby doos could do with being just slightly like, oh, you can't see my mouse. Every time. I'm like, yeah, this is what I mean. You can't see anything. So the nose, I feel, I assume this is the head, this is the nose, face, chin, neck. And then the boobs, I feel, should be like here. That's a very horrible curve. I feel like they should be more here. Booby doos. And then it goes down. And then when it's over here, feeties. This is really bad, by the way. Please don't take this as like a... But if this is meant to be the nose, this needs to be less harsh. I am sorry. All right. I have had children, and my boobs are not down here. I have breastfed my children, and my boobs, definitely unsupported, are not down there. They're too low! That's too low! I am sorry, this is too low. No, it's not the nose. What is it? The eye then? I'm so confused. Eye? It feels like it's the forehead? Oh, okay. That's her nose. This little bit, that's her nose. Okay, it's fine. I feel like her forehead is still a little sharp. Like, just slightly less. Just cut about, I don't know how big it is. Just cut a little bit off. Yeah, Sparky, aren't we like the same age? No, right, Sparky. You're going to love me for teaching you this, okay? What you do, get your hands, you place them near the center of your chest, but like a bit in front, and basically you just push your hands together, and you go, I must improve my bust. And seriously, it lifts everything. It makes you, it's like doing like a chest workout. It is amazing for the breasticle area, okay? Trust me, I'm not a doctor. I am just a woman who has done it. So, you put your hands, you just do, boop, boop, and you do that about, I do 25 in the morning, and then I do 25 before I go to bed. And then sometimes, if you really do need like a lift, you do basically wall push-ups, okay? So you just basically do push-ups on the wall, and it'll basically strengthen this whole area. It strengthens all of that. Also, going braless also helps improve. It seems like it would be counterproductive, but actually going braless actually improves the lift of your bust, okay? Because they need to, like, if they get used to being held up, then they don't keep their natural lift. So you gotta free them every now and again. But anyway, we've gone off. I feel like we've gone off topic. Weirdly enough, Luna, did you say you sent me something? Where did you send me it? Where is Ice right now? Oh, yeah, Ice would be having a field day with everything we're saying. Oh, you didn't send me something? Okay, I thought you said you did. My bad. It's already done. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, honestly, I like this. I would like to see. Let's get off of that. I would like to see, like, where her bum is. Just her having some feet down there. Check your GIF. Where are you sending me GIFs? I don't see any GIFs. I'm not saying anything. Where are you sending it? Twitter. Not getting it. Let's just move it over here. Also, guys, right, in fact, if you haven't already, while I can remember, make sure to head over to Alex's Twitter and vote on this. Now, I honestly got a little bit confused. I voted for see results, thinking that that meant that one of the voting criteria was, hey, we want to see the Sandbox staff results, like, as in, like, hey, let them just take part. So I voted wrong. Personally, I've already put my personal opinion on this. I think staff should be able to participate. Not all staff play all of the games. I have had some access. I definitely have not played every single game. And even if I have, I'm still working over the alpha. I don't have time to play all of the games and be super competitive, other than some of the time where I know people will definitely be better than me at certain things. And that's fine. But I think as long as a staff member isn't placing in the top 5, maybe top 10, they should be able to get rewards. Personally, for me, but yeah, what do you guys think? Cereals, and now it's done. I'm not the only one that thought that. Voxedit has not got time for legs in Animator. It's not got time. Could make it go a bit faster. But honestly, I really like it. In fact, I feel like it would do better. Honestly, this is my honest opinion. Enter it to the plurality one as well. Enter it into plurality. Personally, I think it will do well there. Right, why can I not see stuff? You sent it to me on here. Whoa, where did you put it? I only see Sparky's GIF. I don't see anyone else's. I'm sorry. Wait, go west. Maybe if I just search you, then I can then see your tweets and replies. Go west. I don't think you posted it. But boobies upper. Yeah, make the boobies are slightly more up. The boobidoos need to be slightly more up. They're just, to me, they seem like they're sagging just a little too much. Just a little too much. Boobidoos just a little bit more up. And I would say the forehead just a slight dash not as harsh. The forehead bit just seems a little bit too harsh. Right, anybody else want me to check over their fairy assets that they did for the contest and me give feedback for it? Or anything else, basically? I'm really not keen on that. I think she's just going. Send your fairy tweet also to Twitch Whisper. Let's go have a look. Oh, sorry. Oh wait, no, I've just seen... No, it just goes to the... Oh, if I go up? I can't see the fairy one. Do you know, it's just quicker if I just go in here. Is this one? That's the fairies one. So if I just... There we go. Oh, okay. It was a little bit too simple. It would have been... The animation was a little bumpy. So he, like, bumps up and down. For this, I would have liked to have seen his face a little bit more. So it would have been better to have a slight tilt. Maybe a hand going up. Obviously, with fairies, it's a little bit hard. I love what you've done with the ears, but potentially a little bit more done on the face. What's unfair? What do you mean, what's unfair? Hi Panda, isn't it a bad thing that NFTs provide privileges in the ranked system in the new season? Not really. Isn't it a bad thing? We as players want something to be done about this unfair competition is not nice at all. That provide privileges. So, are you on about... And I've got to be careful what I show, so give me a moment. Are you on about these? Are you on about the guaranteed rewards? Are you on about the guaranteed rewards? Are you on about the fact that people can buy equipment and the equipment will obviously help people get through games faster versus giving a pay-to-win kind of element? Well, no, because things are time-ranked as well, which means it can take people, especially for things with speed boost, which I'm still not 100% sure whether the speed does actually give you additional speed, but let's pretend it does. It takes time to open up your inventory, equip that, close inventory, and then start moving. That maybe equipping that, taking the time to equip that, doesn't give you as much of a boost as you think it might do. Now, yes, weapons and stuff could potentially give people a boost over other people. Weapons are not that expensive realistically. And it's not unfair to give people a chance to earn. You can still earn from completing the quest. You don't need to rank on the leaderboard to unlock these additional rewards. With these ones, for me, I feel that it is actually very nice to be able to reward people that have personally invested within the company. landowners, avatar owners, NFT collectors, these are all people that have decided to invest. They will still need to actually play the games. They will need to rank up to unlock these levels to be able to get those rewards. So they still need to play. They still need to actually collect the points and do all of that stuff to be able to get those guaranteed rewards. Now, these guaranteed rewards are not as much as the actual rewards for taking part in the alpha and getting the alpha pass. The alpha pass will provide people with a much larger reward. The leaderboard, I fully believe that people will still be able to rank somewhat well on the leaderboard, even without needing to buy NFTs. Personally, for me, I've been trying not to use too many NFTs. If you took part in Season 1, you were given certain rewards, like the Alpha Sword. A lot of people that played Season 1 will actually have that asset to be able to use. A lot of people, like, if you own a Snoop avatar, you will have been airdrop stuff. So there are benefits, yes, for being within the Sandbox ecosystem. I don't think it's unfair at all. It still gives people a chance to win regardless. Is there a friend who can summarize what you said? I mean, I need to know more about what your issue is. For NFTs that I never paid for, I won in streams. Yeah, we give away NFTs in streams and stuff like that. As why moderators should not compete with others. Maybe they participate in creation of some of those experiences, but when you say repeat them endlessly and improve your score, I think it's completely fair. I do. So yes, not so much moderators, it's staff. This is why Alex has posted that to see what the community's feelings are, because potentially, let's just say as an example, it's never going to happen because I actually have to work a lot during the alpha, but let's just say I got really good at these games and I placed first place and won that 30,000 sand. How many of you would actually be annoyed? How many of you would be like, but she's staff? That's unfair. Why has staff won all of that money? Even if I played fairly, even if I had not done any of the game testing and bug testing, let's just say I started exactly like you guys, but I'm staff. You would see it unfair. So for me personally, level designers will obviously have a little bit more insider knowledge. I don't. I haven't played all of the games. I definitely probably won't have enough time to play all of the games before the alpha even starts. Level designers don't design every single level for every single game. So it's impossible for them to know how every single game is, but they may have a little bit of extra knowledge that could seem unfair. Me personally, I just think that staff shouldn't receive prizes. If they place in the top 10, they should be like, you're getting bumped off and you'll get like an 11th place prize instead. Yeah, kind of. See, you'd find it a little unfair. Even if I had done absolutely nothing, if I hadn't ever touched one of the games or played any of the games and just played like everybody else, even being staff, you would still find that unfair. And I feel like I fully understand that. But at the same time, there are staff members that are like that haven't actually done any of the testing, that haven't done any of that other stuff. Staff that place top 10 with extra vacation month. No, I like work. Do you not want me to stream anymore? Can you write what your friend said about whether NFT, about ranked system? What do you mean by rank in the leaderboard? Do you mean in the leaderboard? If you have NFTs that do more damage, yes, you can go through the game quicker and maybe easier and potentially rank higher, but that does not mean that everybody with an NFT will rank higher than someone without an NFT. Yeah, so with contest, staff can compete, but I will like to say that any staff that knows a certain theme of a contest before it's been announced, or has direct dealings with contests, are not allowed to participate. Or let's say for a Voxedit contest, they would not, and it's a staff member that does judge it, they would not be allowed to judge. And a lot of staff don't know what Voxedit contests are before they come out. Do anything for the leaderboard, only that you might advance. Yeah, you might have advantage in the game. NFTs don't do anything in the leaderboard. Like, you know, I don't get extra points for having an NFT. I just get the guaranteed rewards. So I need a little bit more information about what you think is unfair or what you think is happening. Because rank system isn't giving me enough information. Do you mean leaderboards? Having NFTs will give you an advantage to get through a game quicker, but it does not mean someone without an NFT cannot beat someone with an NFT. Someone without an NFT can do better than someone with an NFT. It doesn't give you extra points, it's how fast and how well you do the game. And not all the games are like hit and slash games. Some of them could be parkour games. You could have some really good equipment. Doesn't matter if you're bad at parkour. Or bad at jumping. Anyway, with this one, I feel like the GIF kind of let you down a little bit. Because I can't really see the character very well, so you probably want his animation to be slightly tilted up a little bit, so you can see his pretty little face. I would say the level of detail on the wings is superb, well done. I really, really like that. The animation on him and the wings, I feel like the jump is on him, not the wings. The wing animation is nice. But his little bob up and down let you down. The ears are spectacular. Well done on the ears. But I would have liked to just see a little bit of additional detail. A little bit more movement happening there with him. There's extra pictures. I know, but unfortunately, the extra pictures are for me to see, not for the actual judging round. Which means I have to base a lot of what goes through off of that. But we can have a little look at the additional images. Additional images. You haven't sent additional images. Oh, is that it? No, that's just the face count. LTF. Didn't send additional images. Oh, wait, no, there he is. No, that's someone different. You're pulling your hair out? I've given up. Half talk, I've given up. I'm like, no more riddles. No more for me. No more riddles. Oh, on your main post? Give me a second. I know, but look, his chin looks really good. His mouth looks great. See, you needed something to show this. This is what you needed to show. He would have got a little bit further if you'd had something more like this showing. We didn't get to see that. Your gifts that you sent need to show your asset in the best possible light. So I would have gone with an animation where it's more like this, where she's up with her wings flying. I can see all of that. I can see the character. He looks great there. I would say maybe, like, you've got great detail. He looks so much better in this picture than in your other picture. So much better. I'm so sorry, but sometimes it really is the GIF. I like the chest. Yeah, the chest and the abs, they're really good. I like the little nipples. I feel like maybe the nipples need to be a little bit more centered slightly. I feel like they're a little close in. little bits on the shoes are really nice as well. I would have potentially given him a slightly different color in his eyes, just to give his eyes a little something something. Make better gifts! Make better gifts! This is really cute. Well done. This would have definitely scored slightly better had you done a GIF that showed that. Alright, let's just show everybody the GIF that you put in, just so we can compare. So this is the GIF. I can't see the abs. I can't see the abs. I can barely see the little nipples. I can't really see the little bobble on the shoe. And the animation is a little bumpy. Other than the wings are great, but he's a little bumpy. Pics also watch. The pics get looked at. I did. Additional images do. The link to the tweets, I don't have time to go through all of the tweets and check all additional images in the tweets. But if you put additional images actually in the thing, I do look at. However, the judges will base it off of the GIFs put in the voting form. I can't add additional images into the voting form. So I look at the additional images, but it still is done based off of the GIF for voting. The GIFs are what are used for voting. So you need to be giving the best possible GIF to show off your asset as best as possible. You're trying to sell the asset to the judges, basically. But you did a really good job. The abs are fantastic. But anyway, we're still just somewhat editing this one. Anybody wondering what I'm doing? So the top 3 winners, their assets get to go into my game. And if anybody can tell me why this keeps... Why are you even idle 02? Just idle 01, thank you. Why does this keep reappearing? I keep deleting it. And then if I save and go out and I come back in, it's there. It's made an idle 02. Why? Why has it created a new one? Bug? Gosh, I hope not. But anyway, Half Talk, how you doing? Sparky, I don't think I've asked you how you're doing. Anybody else want any feedback for anything? Let me know. What time are you streaming till? May go live after. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming almost 2 hours. I'll probably go for 1 more hour, just because I do need to, because my mum's gone on holiday. Mum and stepdad gone on holiday with my 2 kids, so looking after their dog. So I'm gonna have to get round to their house, because obviously the dog has a crate. So their house is slightly more okay to have a dog stay in. So I've got to get around there. So I'm probably only go for another hour. Just fighting allergies? Oh no, you got allergies? So yeah, I'll be streaming for additional hour-ish. Puppy time. Yeah, I guess so. She's I don't want to say she's a little unwell, but she's got diarrhea. Like, she's not doing anything in the house or anything. It's just, it's very sloppy and horrible. I believe it's because she had her injections. The puppy injections can make them get a little bit of diarrhea. So, yeah, but that was like about a week ago she had the injections. And I did read that they could have it for about 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, then you need to get them seen by a vet, which will be when my parents get back off holiday. So she's not, if her consistency is not getting any better by then I guess I'll have to get her seen too. My phone keeps beeping at me. Oh, it's about my game night on Saturday. Diarrhea, check your Twitter DMs. Why? Are you sending me diarrhea? I don't want to see diarrhea on my Twitter DMs. DJ EJ, get rid of the second bunny. No, she's not needed, and it will reduce your face count exponentially. Get rid of her right now. Right. I haven't got any Twitter DMs. Go west. Go west. I am not getting anything from you. I promise I haven't blocked you. Look. In my messages. Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay. But where's the GIF? Well, I've seen your angry man, the GIF of the person you sent last time. But I need to tell DJ EJ off right now. DJ EJ, get rid of her. Reduce those faces. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. She is not needed. Also, make sure that the counter connects to the wall. Put a connecting counter so it connects to the wall. To the wall. Get rid of her. You're gonna make me so angry. You're gonna like Panda when she's angry. Get rid of her. Look at that face count right now. I want you to look at that face count and tell me, how am I meant to be happy with you with that face count up there? You get rid of her, you get rid of so much more of your faces. So much more. Honestly, delete her and then send me a screenshot of your faces. Oh, that's new from last night. Yeah, the character thing that you sent me. 800 faces, there you go. And then reduce your faces in some other places too. I'm sure there's some places you can reduce the faces. In fact, your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to get those faces below... What was it at? What was your faces at? Let me have a look. Right. Below 3,500. I want to... Obviously, you're not going to get reprimanded actually going through voting and stuff like that, but... It is a personal challenge I am setting you to get your faces below 3,500 because almost everything you send me has super high face count. I want to see you make something with a reasonable face count. I sent another asset to my Discord. Okay. Ooh, pretty! That's Cyber Dragon's thing. Well, what do you want to know about that? It's pretty. What do you want to know about it? You created it for him? It's very pretty. I like it. It's like, you've got it super simple in terms of all of this happening, which I really like. And then, like, this is where your detail is. And I like that. It's good to have a focus on your detail. Whereas this is nice and simple. This is what draws the eyes. And it's very nice. Well done. 3K faces on. Oh, you want to know if you can reduce it? Do you want to send me? It's hard for me to tell exactly what's happening with all your faces. Send me a Voxedit. Like, screenshot what's happening here. Like, have it like that. So I can see what's going on. But yes, what I'm doing is for the top 3 winners, one, if the winner for this one was watching, I tried to optimize the asset that they sent in. So they had like a top little hair bit that happened up here that I optimized because the mushroom does come off of their head. Where you see these sections, I left those. And because like you can kind of see these bits, I left those how they were. So that was all fine. And then we optimized the actual mushroom. It's on idle. So on the mushroom down here, I could probably optimize it a little bit more. Could fill in this whole middle section, ideally. Would optimize it even more so. And I may do that. But yeah, I managed to reduce the faces by an additional 150 by doing very limited amount of edits to this. So I could potentially reduce faces on the mushroom head hat thing, but I feel like that's what gives it the most character, so I'm not going to really touch that. Everything else is absolutely fine, and obviously it is within face limit, but what I am doing is I'm trying to optimize these assets for game, as well as give them a few additional animation. This one only had idle, so I'm giving it a few additional animations. So we've got just a hide right here, so there's no movement. And all I did to get that was I got a position, and then I did new animation, and then just hid this guy on the inside. And then I did a high. There's a little jump. Nice little high. And then we've got fly that we're working on. Waving her little arms, moving her little head, blinking her little eyes. She looks so happy, right? Really good job for the artist that did this, which was GBX, those letters. Well done to you. But super cute. Just wanted to add a few additional ones. Probably for this, I don't want to give her an attack animation or anything like that, because that's just really not going to work properly for her. So actually, wait. No, I could go to idle. Right there. Okay. New attack 01. Sorry, I just got a huge idea on how I can do an attack animation on her. So Dragon says to turn the purple thing to a GIF. How would you do that? How would you do that in Voxedit? I don't know. Cyber Dragon, no, I think that's what you would do on Game Maker, wouldn't you? Where you would make it sort of like a blank thing. And then you could select for it to be there. But personally, in terms of what you've sent me, let me just get that up again. In terms of what you've sent right here, I would say a few good... every time. A few good ways would be on this top bit. I can't get it, like, right here. Would be easier for you to make just rectangle pieces and position them going in a curve until you reach the top point and then going down again. So you would have probably 2 rectangles going up and slowly starting to curve. Maybe 3 might do it a little bit better. You'd have 1 rectangle. Like, you'd have the base where it's just 1 big block right here. And then you would do little rectangles where you curve them until they meet. And that will reduce all of those faces. Yeah, you don't need to... you might have too many polys if you're going to try and make it a perfect circle curve. But you could give it that archway curve by doing it in those sections. And then potentially you could reduce it by just having less of... you could reduce it by having less of these pointing out. Like on the stones here, you could just color them. I think they are, actually. I can't tell from here. But yeah, you could do more of actual texture detail coloring rather than doing additional voxels coming out. You don't need to get rid of all of them. You could just do some of them. Like this one, he could go away. You don't need him pointing out. You don't need him pointing out. Don't need him pointing out. You don't need him pointing out. So a couple of them you could definitely get rid of. There, and then on the back as well, I personally would say very similar, which is hard to tell. Any of these that are pointing out on the back, I would just make them all flat. If any of those are actually a voxel out instead of just being like painted onto the asset itself. They are not color. Okay, yeah, no, just paint those on. Just paint those on. Don't have them coming out. There's no need. For this back bit, there's no need. Maybe on the corner, it's fine, but you'll reduce a fair amount of faces just doing that. You'll reduce a lot of faces doing the little curve separately right here as well. And same on the inside. You do like the little curve on the inside, potentially. You don't need to, but could with this right up to about there, being rectangle there, and then just a little rectangle in the middle to go in between these bits. Make it nice and neat. And then I can't exactly see what's going on with all of this, so it's hard. I think you've probably got a lot of faces going on here, but if you said it's 3,000 faces, personally, I think if you can get it down to 2,200, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Oh, Go West asking me to check my DMs. Is the GIF that I've already seen that you sent at 5:09 my time the one that you want me to see? Because I love his pecs poking out, and I love all of the stuff that you've done. Is that what you wanted me to see, that GIF? Because I saw that, and I'll like it, so you know that I've seen it. Is that what you wanted me to see? Also, I am going to go for a super duper... Yeah! Oh, wants to... Oh, Oh, can I show it? Are you happy for me to show it? It's quite small on my screen, I'm not going to lie. But you're happy for me to show it? Yeah, okay, cool. Right. I can't make it big. I can't make it big, guys. Click it. If I click it, it makes it small. It pauses it. It pauses it. But no, this is really cool. I mean, is that was from yesterday? Never mind. Control mouse. Ah! There we go. It's my favourite bit is his pecs. I love it so much. I love it so much. Look, it's like, oh, and then his pecs protrude out. It's, oh, get some. Get some. Yeah. Sparky, do you like it? Is it your favourite? I still want to see you do a little bit of detail on his hair and face. Just add something extra to his hair and face, please. Like, his eyebrows are great. His eyebrows are absolutely fantastic. Can you just not give him the default hair? Just change his hair just enough that it doesn't look like the default template hair. Just enough. Please. How can I send my assets for getting feedbacks from her? From me? From me? The person right here? You can send me a Twitter DM, Discord DM. If you've already submitted something, you could tell me the name that you submitted it under, which contest, and then I could go find it. As your Voxedit community manager, I have that power. I am just that powerful. About red glowing eyes when flexing, it looked a little, because did his red eyes turn red there? His eyes just turned black, didn't they? I like them. I would say from like a lighter blue to a darker blue. You took her out, great. Send me an image now. Send me an image, DJ EJ. She's gone. There we go. Look at that! Look at that! DJ EJ got rid of the silly woman that he had up there. And look, now his faces have gone from 4,900 to 3,200. Much better. Much better. Much better. Thank you. Now just improve everything else I told you to improve. Right, anyway. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go, like, make another quick drink. I'm gonna make a peppermint tea, and I'm gonna go to the toilet. So you guys are gonna have a video break, and then I'll be back. So I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for about another half hour, 45 minutes-ish. Half Dork, let me know if you are actually going live when I finish. Like, were you planning on going live? Are you still gonna go live? What's happening? Let me know. And then, yeah, I'll be right back.
Y'all ready for the Sandbox Game? Climbing up the blockchain. We be hitting like it's.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Panda Pops Quick Tips. For today's quick tip, I'm going to show you how you can unlock a template so you can play about with the animation and add to the skeleton. All you need to do is open up your chosen template, save it, then head back to the animator, create new assets, name it whatever you need to name it, and then off of the root over here, we do import hierarchy, find that original one you saved, and there we go. We've got all the animations open, and we can now add child nodes and all of this down on the skeleton. Here is a Panda tip for you guys within Voxedit animation. Many of you are wondering how you can go about hiding and making things just appear, much like this bit of smoke right here. So we're going to select just this one in particular. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want your item hidden inside the main asset. So I've got it hidden in the fireplace. You can't see it from underneath, see it from the side. And we move our arrowhead right up until the point that we want it to appear. We press this, and then the very next frame, we all of a sudden jump it to where we want it to be. Then we do our animation of it going up, and it's going up and up until it reaches the top point that we want it to reach, and then single keyframe, and it's right back down here. Hopefully this has helped you guys understand a little bit of how to make something appear and disappear instantly within Voxedit Animator. Hope you guys enjoyed Panda Pop's Voxedit quick tips.
Y'all ready for the Sandbox Game? Climbing up the blockchain. We be hitting like it's. We be hitting like it's.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Panda Pop's quick tips. For today's quick tip, I'm going to show you how you can unlock a template so you can play about with the animation and add to the skeleton. All you need to do is open up your chosen template, save it, then head back to the animator, create new assets, name it whatever you need to name it, and then off of the root over here, we do import hierarchy, find that original one you saved, and there we go. We've got all the animations open, and we can now add child nodes and all of this down on the skeleton. Here is a Panda tip for you guys within Voxedit Animation. Many of you are wondering how you can go about hiding and making things just appear, much like this bit of smoke right here. So we're going to select just this one in particular. Back! Sorry to cut off the VOD VT thing. Super short. Wow, okay, that's a lot of stuff. I open. How many Pandorian ones did you send? Oh, you sent all of those? That's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Pandorian fairies. So this one, technically, I shouldn't have allowed this to go to voting, but I did because I actually really liked it. It's not animated. This is actually really good. You could probably figure out a way to animate it. Right, as in maybe have a potion or just different static animations where you just show the different static ones, so you could hide other like books or other bits and pieces inside parts of this and then do different static ones, and you could show the different static animations within the GIF itself. I did actually really like this. This was very well done. Maybe you could add a little bit of detail to, like texture detail to these pieces. You can't see. Maybe you could add a little bit of texture detail to these pieces right here. Right there, you could add some texture onto this, like wood type texture you could add on here, which would have given it a little extra. But yeah, because it didn't have animation, it just didn't do that well. In fact, no, sorry, this didn't go to the final voting. I couldn't let it go to the final voting because it didn't have animation. So even static animation is acceptable. We do prefer fully animated assets, so actually moving things. However, something like this, especially for a contest that is, for me, I would have let it slide if you had different static animations and showed those. For this next one, did you do all of these? Are you submitting a bunch under different names? Like, or do you just want me, like... You know you're allowed to submit more than one under your own name, correct? Like, you're allowed to submit more than one. Like, you don't need it to just be one thing. So for me, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, no, you don't need separate. You are fully allowed to enter more than one thing. You don't need multiple aliases to be able to take part. But yeah, for this one, also really nice. It's a very nice, small, simple asset, which I actually really like this. Sandbox also really like this. We like a lot more of like the smaller, simple ones because they are highly optimized. Something like this is super highly optimized. My only issue is it doesn't have a good looping animation. So you would need something along the lines of, for this creature to come off and maybe like do a little spin and come round so it would loop nicely, because otherwise if somebody has it playing, it's just going to be that lands and then it loops right back and lands and loops right back. So that's my main issue with this, is that the animation doesn't loop nicely. You should always be aiming, at least for something like this, to have an animation that loops nicely going back around. Otherwise, yeah, you could add maybe a few different colors on the wood, but you've got nice detailing. It's very hard to get good, really nice detailing on small assets, and I feel like you've got enough detail on here, but it is very nice. The light on the bum is also super cute. I really like that. It's just a very nice asset. You've done a good job with this. It's just the looping animation needs work and maybe a little bit of detail on the little wood log branch thing. And then next. Honestly, with this wasn't too bad. However, I know that you used the bunny template and you didn't add that like you didn't try and edit the animations that much. He also, to me, I felt like you made him look too bloody, as in, like, that doesn't look like a charm on his head. That just looks like he's been hit in the head and might be a zombie. And it confused me a little. So it didn't feel on theme. It didn't feel on theme. And you would have scored low as well if it had gone through to the final thing. We do quality of animation voting, and you would have scored very low on quality of animation because it doesn't look like you've added that much unique animation to this asset. It seems like it's almost, you've added a little bit, but it seems very much like it's just the templated animation. So it would have been very little to none in terms of quality of animation. Yeah. I haven't got too much to feedback on this. And once again, you don't need multiple accounts to enter. It even says, like, you can do... Did this have animation? Let me have a look. I could have a look on the GIF. Yes, it did. Right, here we go. had an animation. The animation was really cute. I actually really liked this one. You did a pretty good job. The few issues with the animation is clipping on the leg down. When she does her movement, her leg clips slightly in, so you want to be careful of that clipping. Her general style is very, very nice. You could have potentially have added just a little bit more detail into the wings, a little bit extra there, but the wings are very nice. Overall, this is a very good asset, and it did make it quite far down the line. You just didn't make it into the top 35 to 40, I think it was for this. And it was just because the quality of the animation wasn't quite there, and just the quality of the asset itself, like the level of detail. But I actually thought she was very, very cute. She seemed quite unique. I loved her little pouch bag. Personally, for me, with the bag, I can't tell on here whether it's drawn onto her outfit or a separate piece, or it's additional blocks coming off of her outfit. But I would have done a straight, a 1 by however long it needed to be, and placed it up onto her shoulder and gone round her from there. I think it is coloured on her, which is a good way to save on nodes. But overall, she's fairly optimised as well. You've done a fairly good job with her for optimisation. It is a very, very pretty one. But there's a few little clipping. The animation on the wing is very nice, but you're not showing off that much unique animation, so it was hard to judge on that respect, but you did do pretty well. Oh, who was the person who I couldn't let go through? Sorry, one of the things came up and I was a bit disappointed because I really wanted to put them through and I couldn't. And if they're watching, their asset go. There it is. Right. So I need to make this very clear to everybody. These are two separate assets. These were submitted as one asset. But they are two separate assets. They did not send in two separate assets. They did it as one, which meant that they could not go through. I was on the fence about actually DMing them and saying, can you do this? Because I really wanted these to go through to voting. However, the rules are really clear that, like, you can submit more than one entry, make sure that they are separated and things like that. So please, if you are creating more than one entry, please, 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 please send them in separately. Because I really wanted these to go through to voting. However, we couldn't allow it. I kept them in the voting rankings way longer than I should have done, and I was so close to just kind of slightly breaking usual protocol and being like, hey, can you just resubmit these separately because these really deserve to go through? They're great, they're fantastic, they're really good, but they weren't one asset. They were two separate assets, which was shown during the gifts that they, during the pictures of the assets that they sent in, like, to show the number of faces. And I was like, because at first I thought they came together, and then I realized, oh wait, no, they don't. They don't come together, they're separate. Punishing, yes. But also, for some people, I will, like, Game Eddie actually DM'd me, like, an hour after the contest closed, saying, hey, I could not get the GLTF to send. I tried multiple times. I did not know how to submit it. It was saying it was too large. I tried to do this, that, and that. I didn't know how to get it sent. And I allowed it to go through because they had obviously DM'd me. They said, hey, we can send the GLTF, and we'd talked numerous times. And so I had, in fact, allowed them to go through, but a lot of times I can't break rules all of the time to allow people to go through based on lots of technicalities, because a lot of good assets I don't have all day. Basically, I can't run around be like, hey, can you send me this? You forgot to send this. Hey, can you just do this one thing because you've got it says you can enter more than one. Just enter it separately, please. Please enter it separately. Because I can't run around after everybody. Do you know how long it takes to go through and process over 200 entries for contests? And then sort them through and go through, resort them and go through, then take a break so I don't, get distracted and get too harsh with people, and then have other people to look over them and then go, okay, now we're agreed. Let me go make a voting form and get everything down. Check that they're not breaking guidelines. Check the GLTS. Check the face count. Check the node count. It's a lot. And so I can't run around after everybody saying, hey, you've accidentally done this, so this is all I can do is tell you guys right now. You can send more than one. Please do, because this was really cool. I really want this guy. I want them both, but you all know my real name now. But yeah, this was just, as nice as she was just a little too I don't want to say simple. She just needed a little bit more detail and a little bit more pizzazz going on with her, a little bit better animation. Now let's go with this. So this is what you've done for Sandstorm. So I don't know what their contest is because Sandstorm isn't Sandbox. Herbal Extract Shop. Okay. Is there one that just kind of shows? Okay, sorry I'm rushing through this, guys. Okay, right. This is what I'll say is you need more of a barrier. This needs more of a barrier. Your animated space is going to be from here. So nobody, it's going to go all the way up. So no avatar it's like your whole animated space is going to be all of this. All of that is going to have a collision. Now the side is absolutely fine, but this front bit is a slight issue. I would say have something here, personally. Like something here, something just here, and something there. Just to stop people thinking that they can enter it, because this looks like something you should be able to enter. You can't hear me? Why can't you hear me? Are you sure? It's picking up my voice. Maxi, is it just you? Oh, the music was so loud. Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna say, wait, no, don't start making me think my stuff is broken. Yeah, the video was very loud. Yeah, it needs a more natural barrier. And so this is the thing, because as much as I absolutely love Sandstorm, they do so much for the community. They are absolutely excellent. Do not get me wrong. They, or at least most of them, don't know directly what proper criteria for making sure assets are optimized really looks like, which means we get a ton of really cool looking stuff like this. This looks fantastic. However, an avatar character will not be able to walk into this, but it looks like they should be able to. So when you are creating things like this, you need to create some sort of barrier or something to indicate, hey, you can't pass here. And it looks fantastic. The girl herself looks really good. Now, can I just turn it so, there we go. Let's turn it so the music's off. So in terms of the female character, she's looking fine. It's hard for me to tell what your face count is as well. I don't know if Sandstorm gives you optimization face count. They get a little bit more leeway than pretty much everybody else in Sandbox does. Contest was in Sandbox, 5k max, Create Fund 5k max, Game Maker Fund 5k max. Whereas I think Sandstorm contests get a little more leeway. However, you are risking that they are not optimized as well. So it's hard for me to tell the face count on here. I'm guessing the face count is pretty high, but this is a really nice asset. I'm not too keen on the weird blue-yellow bit coming off the top. I'm not too sure what that's about, honestly. Movement is nice on the animation. The movement for the flower is also nice. That's not too bad. Oh, there's like a whole little thing happening here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you need something to indicate that they can't pass this area, honestly. But otherwise, you've done a very good job with that. That's pretty damn good. Right. I think we're pretty much done. Let's just have a little look. I want to say, because this one was the third place by Kajoji. Sorry, I'm going to say your name wrong. But my only issue with this is I had to do a few edits to the design because there was a lot of Z fighting. So this had a ton of Z fighting happening. That I had to move a lot of this up. They did, however, now one of the few people that had created a character and stuck to the actual animations that I had said that should be required, which is attack, death pose, get hit, idle, and I think they did run, T, and walk. I've added a couple, so this is Walko 1. And then I did Walko 2 where she's like upright. Her head does need to be moved down slightly. I don't like how high her head is. That's odd. So 12, 1, 1, and her head should be back there. There we go, that looks much better. Her arm might need slowing down slightly. But yeah, so I did that, so she's at least had like an upright animation. But yeah, this is one of the few people that had actually done the animations. I said, please do additional animations. They had idle, where she's just kind of floating a little bit like that. And then I did a still idle. Their run is really, really good. Or did I do the run? I can't remember. Did they do the run? They did the run. But yes, with I had to do a lot of fixes with moving pieces out of the way so there wasn't collision. But this is very good. Look at this attack animation. It's super nice. Very, very nice attack animation. This was actually one of my favorites that I saw as soon as I saw her on Twitter. It was like, she is fantastic. And this is very Sandbox style. This is what you can do with, like, look at the face count, 2,300. Now, there are probably areas that we could reduce this, and I haven't properly had a look. Like, potentially right here would be a good one. But otherwise, everything's kind of okay. I'm not, like, mad at any of this, I don't think. Oh, that. Could sort that, but yeah, there's nothing really bad about Melon Fairy. She is a Melon Fairy. Actually, I haven't checked the top. Yeah, no, that's just perfect. Otherwise, they've done a really, really good job. They've done a fantastic job. And then the first place winner was this one. And once again, I'm going to have to add a few animations to this one. But I don't think there's any Z fighting issues or anything like that. This is also a super, super cute one. For this one, I'm gonna add an attack animation to this. It's gonna be very similar to the idle animation they have, except for it's not gonna chase the little bug. It's just gonna do like a jump up and down animation like right there, and that will just be its attack. But yeah, this is very, very nice. And once again, look at the amount of faces. This is the least amount of faces. They won first place. This is a very optimized asset. So they've got quite a few nodes, but still within, you know, it being absolutely fine. And they've just really, really optimized. And the way they've created the little pill bug as well. And look how they've done detail as in painted on here, with like a few little bits coming off, but yeah, otherwise it's just a lot of rectangles and squares. Very, very clean, very nice. And honestly, for this bit, for its little headdress going across, they could have just done a long rectangle, but I feel like this actually gives it more character, and to me this actually looks nicer than just a straight line. And the wings are very gorgeous. It's like they've got shading and detail, but they've not gone overboard on the detailing. It is very nice. It'll work very well in Sandbox, and I can't wait to put this in my game. So well done, and I do want to say a massive well done to the top 3 winners. They should have both their sand prizes and the prizes that I put up for it as well. The additional prize, which is when these get minted, all 3 will receive all 3. That will happen whenever we move to Polygon and I get to mint them. Yeah, lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna finish. Is Half Dork streaming? Half Dork! Half Dork, are you there? Half Dork, are you listening to me? DJ EJ, stop adding characters. Just because you did like your homework and got it down to 3,000 whatever, it doesn't mean you add a new character. Yes, going live now. Awesome. I will wait for Half Dork to start, and then you guys can go raid Half Dork while I go walk to my mum's. I'll try not to go to sleep. Check my emails, actually. Interesting. I am nobody. Half Dork isn't as nice to look at. Half Dork's fantastic to look at, and he's got a very good voice. I could listen to Half Dork talk all the time, but I appreciate you being here. I am nobody. I don't like my voice. How can you like my voice? Oh no, nice to look at. Sorry. It's because I said Half Dork's got a nice voice. I'm not that nice to look at. Look at me. I'm fantastic to look at. Modesty is overrated. Any stream tomorrow? Well, yes, technically there will be a stream tomorrow, just not on my channel. It'll be on Half Dork's channel for, what's that? D&D. Yes, D&D with the Sandbox Stream Dream Team plus King of Crypto and Half Dork, who are honorary members of the Sandbox Stream Dream Team. Is Half Dork streaming yet? I am waiting. There we go. Right, how do I raid? If I go to my channel and I do... How do I raid? Oh, wait, no, my ads on. Right, raid half dork. Is that raiding? There you go. Right, guys, go over, raid half dork if you want to watch game makery, sandboxy stuff. Also, half dork, if you're still kind of half listening to me, tweet your stream out so I can go over to Voxedit Twitter and retweet you. Go do that. Right, guys. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are in the metaverse. I will see you in Half Dork's stream for D&D stuffiness. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.